What's up YouTube? This is Ad Fernandez here. On this tutorial I'm gonna bring you guys a skin fade kind of made. Everyone's like I call it the cop haircut tutorial. He don't want anything up the top. He wants to keep the front edge as natural as possible. So we're gonna do some thinning shears on the side and skinning the sides a little above the ears. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know if you want to see any other videos. If you have any questions, don't forget to subscribe. Turn the notifications to on so you don't miss out on the next video. And I'm doing my best to help you guys out. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you. Alright guys, let's get to it. This is my boy Jesse. He's a cop here in Tampa. He wants to let the top of his hair grow. So we're gonna start by using the Andis TPA line, and we're gonna start skinning this side. I'm gonna take it almost to the temple peak point, a little lower than the temple peak point, and we're gonna do this throughout the head, kind of make it symmetrical with the first guideline as much as possible. This is gonna dictate how the fade is actually gonna turn, if it's gonna be even or not. I'm also like going after I skin the sides and looking through the front and both sides, make sure that the line is even. Now here I'm going to be using the Andis ENVI on the open position, and I'm going to go ahead and work my second guideline. With the ENVIs on the open position, this is going to make it to like a half. And as you see in this video and most of my videos, I'm cutting every texture of hair the same, and I'm going against the grain, and I'm using the corners of the machine, of the blade, a lot, whether I have a guard on or I don't. Now with the ENVIs closed, these ENVIs are zero gap, which is gonna help me or help you guys if you ever use the Andis ENVIs. If you zero gap it, it's a lot easier to take out that initial guideline with the TPA liners. Now in this specific haircut, if you see me, I'm cutting the hair a lot. His hair grow in different ways. Always make sure you have a comb or a brush in your hand. Now ENVI's halfway open, and we're gonna keep working our way up to where we stop, to where we almost stop with the half, with the ENVI's open, using the corners of the blade to achieve a better blend. So here I'm going to be using the Andis Masters with the one double magnetic guard on the open position. This is going to make it a 1.5, and I'm going to make a third guideline. Again, this is like a dummy proof fade. If you create a guideline, take care of that guideline, you know, erase it, fade it, and then create another guideline and fade it. The same thing. With any machine that you be using, you're gonna be using the level on the machine a lot. Closing it and opening depending on the area and the texture of the hair. Now the Masters, again, without the guard, almost all the way open, the notch before open, using the corners of the blade to achieve a better blend. I'm going to keep working my way up. Now I'm gonna go to the 0 guard, and I'm gonna open it all the way, and then close it almost all the way. Again, I could just keep working the fade up. Depending on the texture of the hair, you might want to close the level a little bit more or open it a little bit more. Just take your time and use the corners, cut against the grain. As you can see, I'm changing the machine, either going sideways or up, or using the corners. The texture of his hair is kind of going through like a circle, almost like it is going to the left. So I have to be using the corners a lot on this type of hair. Now we're gonna go ahead and open it a little bit more, almost to the halfway point, and keep working our way up. Now I'm going back to the 1 guard on the closed position. I used it earlier on the open position just to kind of take out some bulk, so I'll be able to see the fade a little easier. So this is the number 1 guard on the closed position. As you can see, I'm combing the hair a lot. It grows different ways. It's always good to have that brush in your hand. Now guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm doing my best to help the industry and some of the new barbers out there in every way that I can, and possible when I can. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate. I'll do my best to answer those questions, and if you want to see another cut, I'll be more than glad to try to find a client and get that cut for you. As you can see, I opened the Andis Masters almost all the way open, and I keep working my way up. And after this, I'm going to use the number 2 guard and some thinning shears just to create the blend, since we are not touching the top. He wants to let it grow. And here I'm coming in hair just to take some of the dark little bolt on the top, since we're not cutting the hair on the top. We're using the technique of comb over shear, comb over the thinning shears in this haircut. This will help you not cut the top and achieve a better blend. Here I'll go back to the Andis Masters. I'm cutting the hair back to see how far his natural hairline is. Jesse only wants me to just barely trim the front edge, since he wants to let it grow. So I'm just keeping it as natural as possible without pushing it back. Just pretty much giving him like a light edge, because he's actually gonna try to cone it to the side eventually once it grows. So now I'm just gonna clean out what I did with the TL lines with the razor. I'm using the Dorco Prime with the 245 straight razor. Very neat razor. Is well balanced. I like it a lot. You can get yours at tune45.com. My boy Bossio, the Tune 45 squad will be able to help you. Going here with the Andis Pro Foil shaver. Right after I finish the cut, sometimes I leave the shaver for last, and it makes the fade a lot easier. Just going against the grain, and once I get to that initial guideline that we created with the TL line, I'm going downwards very lightly. All you're doing is just putting the machine on that line and letting it glide down, not putting enough pressure because you will create another guideline. Well, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this quick skin fade here to my friend Jesse. If you have any more questions, concerns, any other haircut that you want to see, this video is also going to be on a Spanish version. Don't forget to share the video, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram @Fernandez. Thank you.